Hello everyone, my name is Gev. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Thursday, April 30th, so let's talk capital. Alright guys, before we go over the charts, let's go over some data here. So over the last 2 days, we had the Fed funds rate meeting. We had crude oil inventories, GDP. GDP is the one that I'm concerned about, GDP and unemployment rate. So GDP came in at negative 4.8. We were expecting a negative 4%. We got a negative 4.8, and the previous GDP reading was 2.1%. So we've had a pretty heavy sinking. Okay, just about 6% sinking in GDP. Okay, that is a very bad outlook for an economy. And to add to that, we had unemployment claims come out again today, and we had well, actually, it was just unemployment. So we had unemployment rate come out, claims. It was 3.8 million. We were expecting 3.5 million. So we're consistently getting more than we're expecting, which means the market isn't pricing in correctly the amount of unemployed people we're getting ready to have. Okay, that's a big issue. Okay, and with that 3.8%, we're now sitting at somewhere between 17 and 18% unemployment rate, which is very very high. That's historically high. I want you guys to understand that the last time this happened was the Great Depression. Okay, the last time we had an unemployment level this high was during the Great Depression. This is why I'm consistently bearish on the markets, guys. Consistently bearish for how many weeks now? For about 4 or 5 weeks now. I've been consistently bearish, and I've been saying that this rally upwards is just the re-entry for a short. Okay, and it seems like we finally got that. Okay, with the bulls, I mean, don't get it wrong. Do not get it wrong. I don't want to misconstrue anything, guys. The bulls have completely had control of the market since March 3rd, 23rd. Let's not get it twisted. The bulls have had control of this market since March 23rd. If you think otherwise, you're obviously looking at something that just doesn't exist. Let me look at this. We've had a 36% rise, guys. A 36% rise in the stock market. That is not a small amount to do in about a 1 month period, okay? And we had a 36% drop. Okay, so we've come up as much as we've went down, okay? Big things here, monthly candles are getting ready to close today and tomorrow, so we'll wait. As you guys can see, that's weekly. The monthly candle looks very nice for the S&P 500. Weekly, not so much. We're rejecting the 50 moving average weekly, and daily looks even worse. Looks like we missed the 200 moving average just barely by about 30 points. Yeah, we missed it about 30 points, and this daily close is not looking good. That's looking like a dark cloud cover. Basically, the name implies what it does. Dark clouds are never good above you, right? That's exactly what this is. We're looking at downward pressure here, guys. Now, the good thing for the bulls is that we do have this 50 moving average we can use as support here on the way down if we do come down. So this is going to do something like that. So price action can come down and use this as support. We have to see how that develops. But again, look, the bulls have control of this market right now. So even with this dark cloud cover, we need to confirm that this is a high. Okay, so whether that takes a couple days, a couple weeks, we need to confirm that this is a high for us to move back down. Okay, now one thing that I want you guys to understand is with the earnings reports, another reason why the market has been going up, because we've been getting positive earnings reports for the past 48 hours or so. Okay, the earnings reports are from January, February, March, right? We went on lockdown March 15th. So for the majority of that time period, we were operating as a normal economy, the best economy in the world, right? So the numbers for the most part are gonna show good because for the most part of that time period, we were doing good. Okay, what's gonna be really interesting is for Q2 earnings reports to come out. I want to see what Q2 earnings do. Okay, because Q2 earnings are gonna be exactly from the March, end of March, okay, going on 3 months from there, which we're going to spend the majority of in lockdown. So for the first quarter, majority of it we weren't in lockdown, and the second quarter, the majority we're going to be in lockdown. Okay, now that should have a very heavy effect on the market, especially because for this quarter we got a negative 4. 8% GDP. So I mean, this just looks really bad going into Q2, because if we got that in Q1, Q2 is just going to be terrible. We're going to get numbers that are just not going to make sense for the stock market to continue moving higher. Now, with me saying that, the stock market has been higher with numbers that don't make sense, right? So the disconnect between Wall Street and Main Street is huge right now, guys. It's huge. We have Wall Street moving higher and Main Street moving lower. You know, people not being able to make ends meet while we have stock markets setting new highs. It's very odd, to say the least. But again, we're looking to see what the market does coming into May. Sorry, getting my months mixed up. I thought I was about to say March. I thought we were still in March. No, going into May, guys. Now, with that being said, okay, let's take a look at gold. Oh, real quick, I almost forgot. So another reason why the market has been moving higher is because if you guys remember in my last video, we were talking about how oil is getting ready to have another meltdown. Sorry, guys. We were talking about how oil is getting ready to have another meltdown. Well, it did exactly the opposite of that. So oil is at 1905. That's 24% higher just today. That's huge, guys. I mean, 2 days ago I was looking at this and thinking, damn, are we about to get another event like last month, or we're just gonna go from $10 to zero again? Because we were at that $10, 10.50, 10.20 level. I was thinking, here we go, we're gonna collapse again, and we didn't. Okay, so when oil didn't collapse, the stock market took that as a very positive sign and started rallying, and that's exactly what we've been seeing, right? So that's another reason why we're higher here. Now, moving on to gold, guys. Gold daily is not looking nice, okay? Gold weekly, if you guys remember the gravestone doji where we talked about, guys, remember gravestone doji doesn't, red, blue, green, color doesn't matter. It's the formation of the candle that matters, right? So as you guys can see, we pushed up into the wick in the previous week, okay? And now this week we are basically, well, as of right now, we've given all of the candle back, and we're looking to see how we close the week out in the next 24 hours, okay? So this is going to be a very important weekly close for gold, because if we do not close above exactly where we are right now, honestly, even higher, probably above 1700. If we don't close above 1700, it's almost certain that we make a move down to this trend line right here, which is about 1630, 1620 ish. So it's gonna be a major drop if we don't get a close like that, right? Good news for the bulls here is that the trend line is being tested again, and this could be a double bottom situation. You know, you don't always get double bottoms at the same level, but being that it is respecting the trend line as we sit right now, we could have a double bottom where we move up to about 1706. That could be the top of that move, but this is very sketchy setup right now for me to trade, so I'm just going to stay on the sidelines for gold as of now, okay? One thing I want you guys to see is Bitcoin's massive breakout. So if you guys remember, we were talking about this downtrend that was broken and then retested, and once it was retested, we were talking about how we're going to see a move higher, right? So it was down, it was broken, retested, okay, held the trend line, held the 50 moving average daily, and from there, as they say, the rest was history, right? So we had a massive move, massive, guys. Literally, I'm not even going to sit here and say I expected this. I did not. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I told you guys I was expecting 8,000, right? We definitely got 8,000. Everything outside of 8,000 was completely unexpected on my end. I mean, I woke up and this thing was at 8,600, and even I was in disbelief. Okay, the big thing to realize here now is, guys, we had a massive crash to 3,800, right? I mean, we've given all of that back and some. We're now trading at the same range we were before we even ever had a collapse downwards. I mean, this is massive, absolutely massive for Bitcoin, especially going into the halving. This is 11 days, 15 hours left until we get to the Bitcoin halving event. Okay, and we are now above 8,000 solidly. That is, guys, massive, absolutely. Pat yourself on the back if you long Bitcoin here. Pat yourself on the back if you own Bitcoin and never sold, guys. This is going to be a generational opportunity most people do not understand yet. Okay, this is what I've been trying to get everybody who watches my videos to understand. All 12 of you. Thank you. All 12 of you who consistently watch the video. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate the love and the support, guys. This This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. This is a generational opportunity for people who thought that Bitcoin was going to 3,100 while we have the halving coming. I'm sorry, 3,100. We almost got there. 2,100 to 1,100, even lower prices people were crying about, right? I mean, insanity, pure insanity, guys. Absolutely pure insanity. Now, what level did we reject here with this massive doji candle that we're putting down right now, guys? We rejected the downtrend. I told you guys about this. I talked about this with you guys in previous videos, especially the Bitcoin only video, how this downtrend is key. I mean, look at it. We came back and everybody was probably screaming last night how we're going 10,000, 12,000. What we rejected the level 9,100 direct contact. We went all the way up to 94. 87 with a wick. We rejected it, and now we're moving downwards. And the beautiful part here is, guys, we have this level of support, diagonal support coming in from the bottom of 3,100 and holding this inverse head and shoulders market structure, and even holding here before the collapse. We're now above that. So the beautiful thing is this: we could use this as a support level to move higher. We could use 200 moving averages to move higher, and we can even use the daily and weekly 21 moving averages to move higher. I mean, basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is the lowest this market should go now is about 7,500. If you see 7,500 again on Bitcoin and you do not get in on a long, I mean, talk about shooting yourself in the foot, right? I mean, that's exactly what you're going to do here, guys. And to end the video, I want to talk about Tesla. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Tesla. I absolutely respect that. This market is nothing more than a grouping of opinions to see who's right and wrong, right? So basically, this is a terrible daily candle. That's exactly what you did not want to see. Last night when we were exploding up to 868 and all that, I was thinking how I'm about to be invalidated and the market's about to move higher and we're about to go to 900 and even 1,000. And Gravestone Doji, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, Gravestone Doji. I'm going to keep saying it until you guys get it and until I'm invalidated. Okay, Gravestone Doji. Okay, the only time this becomes bullish is a close above the wick. $988-ish. You need to close up there for this to become bullish. Until then, this is not bullish. We are not bullish. Okay, we are bearish. We will continue to stay bearish. This is not a bullish candle. This is a very bearish candle. This just gave back everything we got, right? And the downtrend still holds true, right? It broke and came right back through it, right? We have a gap here it respected. We have a gap here it respected. Double gaps, not a close above, full rejection. I believe we move back downwards, okay? Now, we could not. This is getting a little iffy, but I'm still a firm believer that Tesla overall is in a downtrend, okay? That's all I got for you guys in this video. I will be back with you guys tomorrow to do a full market wrap-up. We'll see where the market's closed for the week. It should be interesting for a couple of these guys, like gold, S&P, and Tesla especially. Be very interesting where they close for this week. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and dislike if you didn't like the content. Thank you guys. Have a great day.